8-0 Antonio Martinez versus 8-3 Toma Walton.
Antonio Martinez, 35.00 years old.
He is $35 years old.
Not a day over 35.
Antonio looks younger than I do.
Antonio's got great skin.
This next bout is brought to you by Nick Abbott Insurance, the all-in-one stop for your insurance needs.
And there's the title for the 205-pound strap. Antonio Martinez looking to make history to become a two-time champion.
Next fight
Be up there.
is for the KCFA Light Heavyweight Amateur Championship.
Randy Couture.
Randy Couture, the real greats of the sport.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Toma Walton. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, Antonio Martinez.
The crowd definitely behind Antonio Martinez here as we make this one official.
Antonio Martinez is so strong, he cuts his steak with a spoon. This bout brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group, round number 1.
Goodness gracious, here we go. Feeling out process early on here.
Nice inside leg kicks from Toma Walton. That's nice outside leg kick from Antonio Martinez. Those kicks are gonna look to make each opponent think about their punches when they come in and lunge in.
Without question, Toma Walton, the most athletic, explosive, and quick fighter that Antonio Martinez has faced.
Big exchange there. Big exchange. Both fighters pawing out, figuring the range out. Both fighters seem to have a lot of respect for each other.
Chant of Tony beginning.
Nice outside leg kick. Antonio Martinez definitely a crowd favorite here. And a low kick to the groin. Antonio Martinez will take his time here.
Antonio Martinez getting his time to recover here. Certainly unintentional with the low kick there.
Let's look to see Antonio make adjustments here, punching off of Toma Walton's kicks here. Both fighters touching, gauging the distance.
Ooh, big right hand landed by Antonio Martinez.
Big outside leg kick from Antonio Martinez. That one stung.
Action right in front of us now. Antonio Martinez seems to be most successful in landing his strikes when he's moving forward. And Toma Walton doing a great job of making sure that he's the aggressor and he's dictating the action.
Nice outside leg kick from Walton. You know, you can tell that both fighters understand that it just takes one from both of them. They're both very powerful, explosive strikers. They're both definitely respecting each other, being very careful. Nice outside leg kick. That was devastating.
You can hear that one in Cass County.
Toma Walton gets out of the way of that one. Nice jab and a lead hook from Antonio Martinez. Both barely miss.
Good right hand by Antonio Martinez. This is where Antonio Martinez...
Big exchanges on the fence.
Toma Walton landed a big left hook out of that exchange. Antonio Martinez took a couple steps back to gather himself there. Best exchange of the fight so far.
Oh, and a big overhand from Walton followed by a left hook. Antonio Martinez sees it, circles out. Both fighters seem to only have striking on their mind here. Great matchup here by Joe Wooster and Kansas City Fighting Alliance. Two of the most explosive amateur strikers in this division in all of Missouri, really in all of the Midwest. Another outside leg kick. That looks to hurt Walton there. He's tenderizing it.
10 seconds left in this first round.
Big left hook from Antonio Martinez. Big hooks.
James Krause, the corner of Antonio Martinez, pleading for that overhand.
Yeah, so when you hear James Krause yell split over or split under, what that mean? Oh, the big hook from Antonio Martinez. Punched him right in the neck. When you hear James Krause yell, nice big leg kick from Antonio Martinez, those are adding up big time. When James Krause yells split over, what he means is he wants a 1 to the body, which is a jab to the body, and then 2 over. If he asks for a split under, he's looking for a jab high and then an uppercut coming under. So split over, split under, big things from big part of Antonio Martinez's striking.
Again, it looks like Toma Walton's having his success when he's putting Antonio Martinez's back on the cage. And inversely, when Antonio is moving forward, he seems to be landing the majority of his strikes.
Solid first round from both fighters. I'm going to give the edge to Antonio Martinez with the big leg kicks and then the 2 flurries he had on the fence there. Very competitive bout. This could go either way so far.
Several good exchanges. One thing to note, we haven't seen Antonio Martinez go into these later rounds here. We'll get to see his gas tank on display for the first time.
Antonio Martinez is so classy, he drinks Voss water in between rounds.
Nothing but class from Antonio Martinez.
That's a $7 water.
And the Voss water, they are not a sponsor. We would like them to be. If you're listening, Voss water, let us know.
He's also wiping down with a Lacoste towel. Antonio Martinez, all class, all power, all speed.
Toma Walton jumped up off of his stool. He's ready for round 2 to get underway, as am I. Round 2 underway.
Nice jabs from Antonio Martinez. I think you can tell James Krause told him to start pawing that jab out. It's going to be good for a couple things. It's going to set up his overhand, and it's going to help him gauge the range. Kick is deflected off the hip of Walton. Antonio still using to paw that jab, 2 to the body.
Looks like Antonio Martinez is going to increase his volume here.
Oh! Big shot from Walton.
Big shot.
Antonio Martinez is down. Antonio Martinez looks stunned. Antonio Martinez is hurt here. Walton in the side control. Antonio ties him up and weathers the storm.
You said it in the pre-fight. We haven't seen Antonio grapple, and we certainly haven't seen him hurt.
And in side control is Walton. Antonio Martinez needs to tie him up here. Antonio's deflecting the shots a little bit, but they are landing. And an underhook for Antonio Martinez, and he finds his knees. And up to his feet.
Great job by Antonio Martinez, who still looks like he's hurt.
Antonio Martinez is still hurt, but he's firing and he's dangerous. Walton looking for the kill here. You can see it.
Toma Walton changing the tide of the fight.
Antonio Martinez looking to have some swelling underneath his left eye.
Big right hand!
Big hook for Antonio Martinez, and the tides have turned.
Antonio Martinez landed a big right hook.
Big uppercuts to the body.
Toma Walton now recovered, as has Antonio Martinez.
Antonio Martinez is generating power from the clinch on the underhook side. That's how strong he is. Those body shots are dense. Another one. Ooh, and a shot to the pelotas. A shot to Antonio Martinez. That's the second low blow. Let's see if the ref takes a point away. That's the second one. You know, the MMA is the only sport where, you watch a football game, you're offsides. There is no, oh, whoopsie daisy, we're not going to do a 5-yard penalty. Or, pass interference. Oh, well, we're going to let it slide. MMA is the only sport where there's clear rules. You can't grab the fence. You can't kick to the groin. But yet you can see a guy, like as we just saw here, do it twice now and still no foul. So it's something interesting. We're still in the Wild West, I feel, as far as sports are concerned in MMA. But
it doesn't look like we're going to have a point deducted here. That would be a major turn of events in a fight as close as this one. Antonio Martinez taking his time to recover here.
I feel like groin strikes and fence grabs and eye pokes would be a lot less frequent if rules were actually applied. But that's just my opinion. And we're underway here to continue round number 2. Antonio Martinez looking to paw that jab for distance and a big overhand. Walton walks away. Antonio, see his feints there. He's popping his hip there. What he's doing is he's faking a kick. Look for him to bring hands after that feint.
Toma Walton coming forward with big punches of his own. Extremely competitive fight here.
Nice outside leg kick from Antonio Martinez. Those are solid. Walton has a really good tolerance for those because those are dense.
Midway through our second round here, our amateur main event.
One thing to note here, this is Antonio Martinez's first time cutting weight. He's usually fighting at a heavyweight around 230 pounds, so he really doesn't have to cut weight or anything. Now making 205 pounds, he definitely had to cut weight, so let's see if that plays a factor in his cardio. So far, it doesn't seem so.
You can see the pace starting to slow down a little bit as we get into the second half of this fight. Not seeing as many big overhands and big hooks that we saw in the early going.
Ooh, outside leg kick caught by Walton, takes him down.
Well, let's see if Toma Walton can work from the top here.
Antonio Martinez has full guard here. Let's see if he looks to either strike from bottom, get up, or look for submissions. He's got 3 options.
The corner of Antonio Martinez telling him to close his guard, as he does. We have not seen, as you mentioned, much of Antonio Martinez's grappling. Let's see if Toma can steal this round by working on top.
Antonio Martinez looks to be fishing for an arm bar. Both fighters are very slippery and sweaty here, so it's going to be hard to pull off a submission, especially at this weight class. With 20 seconds left in this round, I think I have Walton in this round. Once again, we're going to enter the third round 1-1. Exciting, action-packed fights here.
Antonio Martinez was...
Ooh, Walton landed big punches here. Antonio Martinez kicks him off.
Short time in this round. Great round turned in by Toma Walton. It looked like in the early going that Antonio Martinez was going to settle in. Toma Walton landed a big punch that floored Antonio Martinez, and he stayed on him ever since.
Both fighters seem to be in great shape here. And, you know, in the heavyweight 205-pound division, especially at the amateur level, a lot of times you see guys gas. But, you know, another thing back to the evolution of amateur fighters that we were talking about earlier, you know, you see these amateurs nowadays, you know, exchanging, whether it's on the ground or on the feet technically, they're showing up professionally as far as being in shape and good cardio. So this is just a great event here, and 2 of the top amateur fighters here in Missouri at 205 pounds.
Lots of credit to matchmaker Joe Wooster for matching up guys with who are as competitive as Toma Walton and Antonio Martinez.
This is the third and final round. Make some noise!
Third round here at Kansas City Fighting Alliance. The winner of this round can take the fight. Will Antonio Martinez become a 2-time champion?
The corner of Toma Walton was fired up in between that round.
Nice outside leg kick from Walton. Antonio Martinez still pulling that jab out. Nice outside leg kick from Walton.
As we open up this third round, obviously both guys
have
and
a big kick from Antonio Martinez. Both fighters exchanging thudding kicks.
Both guys have felt the power of each other. And I think that's certainly dictating the level of, or the number rather, of big punches thrown here in this third round. Big outside leg kick again, landed by Antonio Martinez.
Big overhand from Antonio Martinez. 3-4 big punches. Now he's working the body. That was a legal shot and a kick to the body. Big punches from Antonio Martinez, and that's it.
And that'll do it. It looks like this will be it here.
Antonio Martinez is bouncing his head, and they're going to stop it. Antonio Martinez with a TKO in the third round. That was a legal shot to the body.
Did Walton think that was low?
I think Walton was trying to protest it as Walton. Now he's telling the referee some profane things.
Toma Walton not wanting to hear it. Still jawing with the referee is Toma Walton. It looked like he believed that to be a low blow.
It was definitely not a low blow. We could see it here on the replay. It was a hook to the waistline, if that.
Antonio Martinez, the third round TKO stoppage.
Antonio Martinez becomes the heavyweight and light heavyweight champion. He gets to share this moment with his boys. What an awesome moment.
Still talking to the referee is Toma Walton.
Toma Walton showing
Toma
poor
Walton
sportsmanship.
flipping off the referee.
James Krause is not having it.
That might cost him a little time with the commission.
Let's see here on the replay. Let's see if it shows the controversial low blow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end at 1 minute and 20 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by TKO and new KCFA light heavyweight amateur champion, Antonio Martinez.
Antonio Martinez with his 2 belts in the cage, proving why he's one of the top amateurs in the Kansas City area.